A week before my wedding, my future in-laws took my fiancé Victor on a family trip to the Swiss Alps. It was meant to be a bonding experience, they said. A tradition. I trusted them. Then Victor never came back. I received a call 3 days later. His mother, Evelyn, weeping dramatically, told me he had fallen while skiing. The body, she claimed, had been lost in the snow. "It's too dangerous to keep searching," she sobbed. "We have to accept it." I grieved. I wore black. I burned the wedding dress I had picked out with such joy. But grief is a quiet thing, and in its silence, I started noticing the gaps in their story. Victor had always been an expert skier. He had skied worse slopes than Moe's. Why was there no rescue operation? Why was Evelyn's grief so rehearsed? And why did Victor's father refuse to meet my eyes when I asked questions? So I went to the Alps myself. The cabin they had rented stood on the edge of a frozen lake, pristine and peaceful under a blanket of snow. The caretaker, a kind old man named Hans, had no idea who I was. "The family?" he said, surprised. "They left 2 days ago." "All of them?" "All?" I repeated. "Even Victor?" Hans hesitated. Then, with a nervous glance over his shoulder, he whispered, "I didn't like to speak ill, but the young man Victor, he was screaming at his mother. They had a fight. He wanted to leave." Then that night, the ice cracked. My blood went cold. That night, I didn't sleep. I took a lantern and walked to the frozen lake. The wind howled through the trees, but I listened. Hans had said the ice cracked. I found the spot where it had been hastily refrozen. I knelt. And I waited. And then, beneath the thick glass of ice, something shifted. A pale hand. "Victor." I screamed until Hans came running. The authorities were called. The ice was broken. My love, frozen stiff, was pulled from the depths where his own family had left him. But I wasn't there to weep. I was there to watch. 2 weeks later, Evelyn and Arthur hosted a dinner party in their London estate. They laughed, toasting to the tragic loss of their son. They had won, hadn't they? With Victor gone, the inheritance was theirs. No inconvenient wife to share his wealth. But I wasn't gone. I watched from the shadows, waiting for the moment their glasses met their lips. Then I stepped forward. "To Victor," I said softly. They gasped, their throats tightening as the poisoned wine took effect. "He sends his regards," I whispered, placing a small frost-covered locket onto the table. They fell to the ground, gasping, clutching at their throats. The poison was slow. It was painful. It was deserved. I walked out into the snow, where the wind carried my name away. Behind me, the lights flickered. The party fell silent. The house, once filled with deceit, now only knew death. And I disappeared into the cold, as they had wished Victor to do. But unlike him, I walked away. And I never looked back.